Welcome to the true and pretend story of the one and only Evars Jr. Evars Jr. thought about his life, and what he's dedicated it to. The most he has cared about anything, was in elementary school. It was during recess, he and his classmates had to take one lap around the playground. Evars had to be first.
And I was, every time.
We checked his sources. Some dork in his class kept records. He was first, every time, indeed.
I had to be first. Someday I'd like to put that passion into my writing.
In 4, 3.
Good morning, and welcome to Box News. I am Mr. Who Cares My Name. You just want to hear the news, understood? Well, across the nation, people continued to pretend they care about Hurricane Sandy victims by doing nothing except watching the news on their big screen TVs. We will be back with more on this story after these messages that just happens to be selling you big screen TVs. Are you sick of watching your old big screen TV? And, by old I mean, you got it months ago. But, you are still sick of it, because all you watch is bad news, and it just gets you down. People are hurting because of this economy, and because of storms and things, but that doesn't have to get you down anymore. Our newer and bigger TV doesn't come in high definition, and the picture quality is so bad that you can't even see the people on the news that are hurting so bad these days. It also comes with a remote that allows you to change the channel, so you can stop complaining about news only being bad, and you can continue to ignore people that need help. By now, before we come up with another ad campaign to convince you to buy something else you don't need.
It's hard to distinguish the ad man from the newsman these days. Everyone's selling me something.
Welcome back. I'm Mr. Who Cares My Name. You just want to hear the news. Let's continue our coverage of people pretending to care about Hurricane Sandy victims by interviewing someone that actually does care. With me today is comedian, Columbia University professor, and substitute teacher, Evars Jr.
Good to be here, Mr. Who Cares Your Name?
Now Evars, you have created a campaign that actually helps victims of Hurricane Sandy. Tell us about it.
That is correct. Me and everybody at Comedians on Toilets Writing Material are raising money to help the relief effort.
Comedians on Toilets Writing Material?
That is correct. That is my new show that shows the creative process of a comedian.
Your process is on a toilet?
That is correct. I heard Bob Dylan wrote his lyrics on the loo. If the toilet is good enough for Bob, it should be sufficient for writers like Lena Dunham, and Malcolm Gladwell, and others like me.
It's been brought to my attention that Scorsese is directing Comedians on Toilets Writing Material.
That is correct, yet not correct. Scorsese is directing, however, that is Marty, not Martin. I think they are brothers. It's like getting Charlie Murphy for your comedy, instead of Eddie Murphy.
And how is the Hurricane Sandy relief effort incorporated into the show?
We are calling all Americans to become Comedians on Toilets Writing Material. They can do so by creating a video of them telling a joke, and donating $1. If everyone donates $1, we can raise millions.
We have a clip showing exactly how you at home should set up your video. Check out Evars Jr. in Comedians on Toilets Writing Material.
Hi, I'm Evars Jr., and thank you for participating in the relief effort. This video contains simple instructions on how to create your own video. Number 1. donate $1 to one of the sites listed on comediansontoilets.blogspot.com. Number 2, get on a toilet. And then, tell a joke. Number 3, pause for a second after your joke, then state your name, followed by, and, I donated. For example, here is my joke. I think we all agree, I do. I think we all agree, that one day, I will be asked to give a commencement speech. But, I'll have to decline. Because I'm golfing that day. I am Evars Junior, and, I donated.
With Box News, I am, who cares my name, you already heard the news.
It's pathetic what makes news these days. But I only have so many diapers, and I have to go to work. So, I'll save that rant for another day. Until then, hit it, Marty.
Evars Junior, Evars Junior, Evars Junior, Evars Junior. He's a comedian! Evars Junior. He's an all-around computer guy! Evars Junior. He's a philosophy professor! Evars Junior. He's a substitute teacher! Evars so much more. Junior.
Marty, your clapping was all off. Let's take it from the top. I am pretending to be asleep, because the person across from me keeps looking at me. Oops, I just realized I said that out loud. Oops again, I said that out loud as well, and that. Forget it, I'm not asleep, people. How could I sleep? I'm on my way to Columbia University where I teach philosophy. It's my class's big debate today, and Marty Scorsese is taping footage of the whole thing. Here's my stop. Marty better be on time. Oh, I didn't realize you were there. Word of advice, Marty. Tell me when you've started rolling, so we don't have any awkward moments. Moving on, welcome to my office at Columbia University. This here is my desk. In the back corner is an American flag, so I can pretend to be patriotic. And in this front corner is some kind of plant. It was a gift, and now I have to pretend I like it by displaying it. I don't water much though, so I can stop pretending, sooner rather than later. On the back wall there are plaques. I'm going to need a bigger wall to fit the other plaques I plan on creating. Let's take a closer look. This first one is for Clapper of the Week. I won this last week while substitute teaching in a preschool class. Let's not talk about this one. 1997, the year I won funniest in middle school. This was back when comedy was an art form, and then in high school the title went to some pop comedian. I made these plaques, but these plaques don't make me. And I highly doubt that pop comedian teaches philosophy at Columbia University. It's time for my class's big debate. Let's get to work, Marty. Where is everybody?
Everyone is here.
But I sold hundreds of tickets on Craigslist.
I've sold on Craigslist too. It doesn't always work out.
Let's get the debate started.
I stretched my hamstrings all day waiting for this.
Okay, you've heard the students. Marty, start trolling. Recording from Columbia University, I am Evars, and these are my best philosophy students. Or only philosophy students. Today is our big debate, and I was going to say that is obvious because look at this huge crowd. Let's move on. All of you are correct, by assuming I am a great debater. What does it take to be a great debater? Thanks for asking. It takes being a philosopher. In this class, debates often spark. Other than the whispered debates amongst students about
How did this weak black woman get to teach this course?
You may be surprised, but I have no idea.
we also dive into the mysteries of life. Today we will continue to dive. Let's begin the debating. I hope both sides are prepared. Today is the day that all those years of preparing to be prepared pays off. We will start with each side's opening argument and see where it takes us. I hope all of you stretched your hamstrings. Let's start off with the left side. What is your opening argument?
Life sucks.
Can you repeat that?
Life sucks.
Very interesting. Can we now have the other side's opening argument?
But it gets better.
Also very interesting. The first side argued that life sucks.
But it gets better.
Ah, nicely played. We have life sucks, but it gets better. Okay, I would like each side to repeat their opening arguments, so we can really emphasize where each side truly stands.
Life sucks. But it gets better.
Ah, once again, life sucks, but it gets better. And now, for the closing arguments, let's start this time with the right side. Your closing argument, please.
Life gets better.
Ah, life gets better. And would the other side like to counter?
But it sucks.
I have heard both sides, and they are both compelling arguments. Once again, we had life sucks, countered by, but it gets better. And then we had life gets better, countered by, but it sucks. Very interesting. I have come to the conclusion that life doesn't necessarily suck. But it is not getting any better either. Life. It just is. Or is it? Boy, debates make a lad hungry. It's time to meet my friend, Nate the Average, for lunch. Be right there, Nathan.
Two guys in front of deli. Two guys. I love these guys. Lord knows I do. Two guys in front of deli. Lord knows I do. I love these guys. Lord knows I do. I love these guys. Lord knows I do. Two guys.
See that guy over there?
What guy?
That guy.
Oh yeah, you know that guy.
No.
Then what about him?
I hate that guy.
Why do you hate the guy?
Just look at him.
Oh yeah, I hate that guy too.
See that other guy over there?
What guy?
That guy.
Oh yeah, you hate that guy too.
No. I love that guy.
Why do you love the guy?
It's called feelings. A feeling, like from your gut. You should know something about that.
Feels like I've heard you having this conversation before.
Ah, yes, I have had this conversation before, while looking in the mirror. I love that guy. I hate that guy.
Two guys in front of deli. Lord knows I do. Two guys in front of deli. Lord knows I do. Two guys in front of deli. I love these guys. Two guys. Lord knows I do. I love these guys. Two guys. Lord knows I do. Guys in front of deli. Two guys.
Good lunch, Nathan.
Welcome to the Charlie Rose Show. Evars Junior is here. He is an all-around computer guy and the writer of the Blog Daily Nuggets. He is here to discuss his latest project, Comedians on Toilets Writing Material, and how his entire life feels like a missed high five. Here is a look at his work.
I write my material on the loo, because I heard that's what Dylan does. Not to be a copycat, but Dylan's method seemed to work out, don't you think? Marty has given me the signal. Let's do some scraps and drafts. The biggest mistake I ever made was not becoming Michael Jordan. Iced coffee is an art form. The people making them at Starbucks are pop stars. The ones making them at your corner store are the real artists. They are avant-garde. Is that how you say it?
Welcome, Mr. Evars. The pleasure is all mine.
I'm sure that it is.
Well, you're quite the man these days.
That is precisely correct, a man these days, but I didn't come here to talk about surgery.
I don't think that is on the list of topics. Let's start off by explaining to me what scraps and drafts are.
No, Charlie, let's start off by me telling you that it is a dream come true to be on your show.
Oh really?
Yes, otherwise I wouldn't have said it. The first time I saw your show, you had Mr. Rogers as a guest. That freak of nature is the greatest comedian of all time. I have been a fan of your show ever since.
Mr. Rogers was a comedian.
He better have been. That show could not be a joke, and if it wasn't, I'll never forgive my parents for making me watch that thing. I digest. You were asking about scraps and drafts?
Yes, tell us about scraps and drafts.
First of all, it's fun to say, scraps and drafts, scraps and drafts. Give it a try, Charlie.
Scraps and drafts.
Scraps and drafts.
Scraps and drafts.
Scraps and drafts.
Scraps and drafts. Scraps and drafts.
Sit down, Charlie, and I'll tell you more about the scraps and drafts. Scraps and drafts are the random thoughts that race through all of our heads, yet the difference is, I write them down, post them on the World Wide Web, and as a result, immediately become famous.
But everybody's racing thoughts aren't as comical. How do you come up with them? They can't be simplified as just racing thoughts.
Well, Charlie, it's complicated. Me trying to explain how I come up with these ideas is like Mr. Richard Simmons trying to explain his workout routine. And there's nothing routine about that.
That begs the question, is comedy unexplainable?
Charlie, I think that it used to be explainable, but now, we live in times when explanations are always explained by saying, words can't explain. We may be entering an age where people no longer explain with words, yet rather explain by doing a little dance, which doesn't bode well for us white guys. Yet, if legend is correct, you are quite a dancer, huh, Charlie? And words certainly cannot explain the tragedy that just unraveled. That might be the result of spending so much time in this black.
Join us next time for part 2 of my conversation with Renaissance man, Evars Jr. We will discuss his new writing partner, Charlie, the kindergartner and blues musician. and how his Columbia University philosophy course might finally stop other philosophers from pondering the question, to be or not to be. Until then, I'm Thomas Smiley, and keep the faith, or don't. What do I care?
All I want is to get home and relax in my Larry David t-shirt.
Donald Trump has been offered 5 million cents to show his birth certificate for the animal living atop his head, challenged by none other than Mr. Rogers.
Cheers for that, Mr. Rogers. Debates about birth certificates makes it hard to watch the news. Mr. Rogers knows what I'm talking about. Makes a man want to change his sneakers and sweater in front of the whole nation. I can relate. I just happen to deal with the trials and tribulations somewhat differently. It's that time. The time to start writing. Good night, Mr. Rogers. Marty closed the door.
Well, you're in your little room, and you're working on something good. But if it's really good, you're gonna need a bigger room.
That is correct, Mr. Jackie White. I have been working in this little room, and it's definitely something good. Welcome to Comedians on Toilets Writing Material. This toilet is brought to you by Ralph Lauren, or Ralph Lauren. The pronunciation depends on how much of a prick you are. Moving on. I'm pretty geeked about what I'm writing. And we are in luck, because Marty just gave me the signal. Let's do some scraps and drafts. The cat's ego wouldn't fit in the truck. I don't like your dog's politics. The I love you return. I mean it. It just flows out better when I choose to say it first. You know what? I am feeling quite inspired today. Why? Well, I didn't just eat one Pop-Tart. I ate 3 of them. What's that, Marty? Do I support the arts? Yes, I frequently drink iced coffee.
Evars also supports the arts by his chosen career path.
I've decided, after getting engaged, and talking about plans of starting a family, to forego full-time teaching.
Instead, he's going to write a couple poems every few weeks, tiptoeing toward starving artist status.
I might as well leap toward this inevitability. Become unemployed. And then, I could squeeze in another poem, or 2, each month.
This is also inevitable, because Evars is not good at anything else.
I am a poet, and a comedic observationalist. That's what I am. And my mom, and future wife, or ex-future wife, are going to have to deal with this. They know this, and let me know they know. What they choose to ignore is that I have to deal with this too. Because I am me.
And who are you?
I'm Evars. And I may not become the next Mr. Rogers, but I am the first. Evars. Despite being a junior.
You might have to think of how you got started, sitting in your little room. Da, da, da.